Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing December and processing of Thai visas. And we're talking here about primarily in-country, things like extensions, 90-day reports, perhaps TM30, those kinds of things, or conversion even into a new visa. And some of this analysis kind of applies to visas applied for outside of Thailand, at Thai embassies and consulates abroad. But the main thrust of this video pertains to sort of extension, visa status here in the kingdom. And I started thinking about this when I was reading an article from the Pattaya Mail. It's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, "Two Upcoming Thailand Public Holidays Will Close Immigration." Quoting directly, "The Immigration Bureau reminds everyone that there are public holidays on Monday, December 6th and Friday, December 10th. Immigration services are not available on public holidays. Foreigners whose visas or permissions of stay expire on a public holiday or weekend should report to their local immigration office on the next open day." Now, also remember, the end of the year, we've got a holiday, New Year's Eve, International New Year's Eve, and then on top of that, there's Western holidays, which, directly does not have a big bearing on Thai immigration. They're not going to be closed, for example, for Christmas. But I know a lot of, especially, folks from the English-speaking world and from Europe, those holidays are significant, and somebody may not necessarily want to be down at Thai immigration on Christmas Eve or, the Monday after Christmas weekend in this case this year. So the point I'm trying to make with this video is December has always kind of been a bit of an obstacle race when it comes to immigration processing. And a lot of that stems from the fact that, there's all these public holidays here in Thailand. There's a number of them in December. In this case, they all kind of happen in 1 week here toward the beginning of the month. But there is one at the end of the month that will have an impact. It will close Thai immigration on a business day. And then on top of it, you've got Western holidays that people's personal plans often get in the way of dealing with immigration matters. So those that have issues during this month, it's a good idea to really think ahead about dealing with things like visa processing. The other thing to remember, yes, technically the rules stipulate that if you show up on the next business day when immigration is open, you will be able to deal with that as if you dealt with it on the day that it expired. As a practical matter, it's always kind of been my rule of thumb, get it done before the expiration date. Now, it's not as if Thai immigration officers are trying to be like arbitrarily difficult about dealing with this. I've seen it, they know how the rules work. If you deal with it on the next available day, they will treat it. For example, if your visa expires on a Saturday, if you show up on Monday, it's been my experience, yes, they will deal with you. But I've always felt like it's a more prudent way of dealing with things to try and do it beforehand. In some situations, it may not be possible, but where possible, it's always better to keep yourself in status before you have even a technical expiration of status.